Okay, guys. My 2000 Bug, I changed the mirror on it, and I put a 2002 mirror on it. If you can see, if you try to mount a 2002 mirror on them, they're totally wrong. This piece was just screwed up, so I didn't even bother putting it back on. See? Okay, what I have to do, I have to change the upper door hinge. And on these things, you have to pull off this panel right here that goes right here. There's two screws back, or two nuts back here that you have to take off, and then there's some Torx that you have to take off up there and down here in the corners. And here's actually the hard part about it right here, is getting this one out and this one out, but I'll show you the easiest way. Out to the junkyard, I ended up getting this hinge today, or yesterday. There's a big difference in this hinge between 98 and 2000 to, I believe it's 2001 to 2005 maybe, but we're just gonna see what we got. Those three out. Now I'm going to take out this Torx down here and this one up here. Under the mirror there's a cap that goes on right here. I don't have that on there because I knew I was going to have to take it back off. It just pops off, and there's a small Torx under there that you have to take off. Once I did that, this piece basically comes right off, and here's the piece that goes behind it right there. This piece, there's two pieces, this piece and that piece right there. Okay, the bottom one is out and the top one is very loose. I'm going to use for the door is this scissors jack. Now, definitely not a good idea because it'll scratch the heck out of the door. And I've done this numerous times. Put a towel over it, position, and the door will go up or down into this slot right here and be cushioned by the towel. So let's do that. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we're going to take out this Torx that's right here. If you notice the hinge, there's actually a gap here right now. That Torx screw is pulled out of here now. Now I have to go inside the car for a second, take off the very top nut, that's the last nut that's holding this on, which it is. And that part of the hinge pulls right off. Now for the fun part. What I had to do, I had to take it off the jack for a second and shut the door. It's open about that much, about 5 to 6 inches, and the door is actually almost all the way down, but I took the pressure off of the hinge so I can get to the other ones up there that are on the back. So what we got to do now is take those last three Torx screws. I didn't put the inner one in yet, but we have to take those last two Torx screws that hold the mirror out. Okay, I got those screws out and the mirror's just hanging inside the car right now. Next thing is to take these out. What you're gonna have to do, you're gonna actually have to pull on the door outward, bring it out a little bit towards you. The difference is in the hinge. Here's the new one right here, and this area right here, as you can tell, look how far it drops down, and on this one it's just really slight. And also how it hooks on right here. This area is dropped down more than this one. This one's actually at the very top. Let's see. And that one's, you know, you're missing this section right here on this one. This section is real low right there. Right here. That's the differences on the hinge. Okay, I did put some anti-seize on these bolts that go into the door because the bottom one was pretty tight. Now I'm going to try to align it first the way that the hinge came off the other car. I'm going to use that pattern of where you can see where the bolts went in and hit. Got them in. And what I have to do now, I have to jack up the back of the door to get this line just about right. Got like an inch gap. Okay, I'm pretty close to it. And we'll see if we can get this hinge in. It has to go from here, and then these have to go into the body right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some grease on this part just real slightly, and then I'm going to put the hinge on. We'll see how it works. Next thing you want to do, you want to put this bolt back in here and tighten it up. Don't over tighten it, just tighten it up. I already got the grease in there. Now I need to put the nuts on the back of these and snug them down. Don't tighten them yet. Now what we got to do now is raise the door to get that gap right. So I'm going to raise it with a jack. First try, I snugged them up where it was supposed to be. Right on it. That's how it is. You can tell where the old hinge was right here too. Now there's a hole down here at the bottom that was used for the plastic trim. You can no longer use that one. You got this one and this one. So basically then just mount back your mirror and you can get this back bolt in right here, and then get these in and then put back on the trim pieces. That's it.